What on earth are Labour doing? And I've had to self-edit that because YouTube doesn't like you swearing in the first 15 seconds. And I really want to swear at them right now. I mean, why on earth are they trying to out-Farage Farage? To me, it looks like a massive knee-jerk reaction to Reform's local election gains. They're in a panic mode. They're feeling like they're hemorrhaging votes to Reform, and therefore they think they can cut Reform's immigration angle off at the knees. But it's wrong, and it won't matter. Stuff like this won't matter a jot to the voters that they're trying to appeal to. In what looks like a massive lurch to the right, Labour have decided to make legal migration a lot harder. And the worst of it, they're cancelling social care recruitment.
And the care sector's relied on foreign workers because they just haven't been able to get UK people to do the jobs. The Tories changed the rules, so there's already been a drop-off in the number of visas being given to care workers coming in from abroad. Do you want to cut that still further? Can you see a day even when you say no care workers should come in from abroad?
Yes, we do. And we're going to change those rules this year to prevent the care worker visa being used to recruit from abroad. So we will close, yes. But we will allow them to continue to extend visas and also to recruit from. There's more than 10,000 people who came on a care worker visa where the sponsorship visa was cancelled. Effectively, they came to jobs that weren't actually here or that were not of the proper standard. They are here, and care companies should be recruiting from that pool of people rather than recruiting from abroad. We are closing recruitment from abroad. That is a significant change, and we're doing it alongside saying we need to bring in a new fair pay agreement for care workers, because we saw that huge increase in care work recruitment from abroad, but without actually ever tackling the problems in the system in the care sector.
But there are already shortages in that sector. I can almost imagine somebody running a care home emailing us right now saying, I can't get staff. Where are they meant to get their staff from?
Well, we want them to recruit. We've got this pool of people who came as care workers in good faith. They were recruited, but because there were no proper checks in place, because there were no proper standards, what instead happened was people were being exploited, really badly exploited. Those workers are still here. Care companies should be recruiting from those workers. They can also extend existing visas. They could recruit as well from people who are on other visas who are already here. But we do think it's time to end that care worker recruitment from abroad.
I mean, this is insane. This sector's already struggling. It was only in January this year that the Quality Care Group were reporting over 150,000 vacancies with an annual turnover rate of 30%. Providers were struggling to maintain even the basic levels of service. And now the government are going to make it even harder to recruit. They claim that there's a lot of people already here on work visas that were not employed, and they should just recruit from them in the first instance. Well, what good is that if all the people that are out of work are in London, yet all the shortages are all over the country? Labour is supposed to be the grown-ups back in charge. I mean, we've still got Tory idiots saying just replace everybody with robots and thinking you can train up care workers in 2 weeks.
I need staff, and if I can't get people in this country, they might not live locally, they might not have the right skills. What do you say to them? People who desperately need workers.
I would say three things. I would say, firstly, invest more in technology and automation. We've heard about AI and the impact that's going to have already. Take an example, South Korea.
So have robots, not people.
In South Korean manufacturing, they have 9 times the density of robotic automation that we do. So instead of importing huge numbers of low-wage migrants, instead invest in that technology.
So yes, so have robots, not people.
Yes, to avoid being dependent on mass low-skilled migration. Secondly, let's work on getting some of those 9 million working-age adults off benefits and out of economic activity into the workforce. Now, we're not going to get all of those into the workforce. Some are studying, some have caring responsibilities. But many of those 9 million, probably something in the order of 5 million, could, and in my view, should be brought into the workforce and trained up instead of importing cheap labour. In the care sector, for example, it only takes a few weeks to train somebody up. We should not be importing care workers. That was a huge mistake.
Yet here we are, our Prime Minister, jumping into the Reform's tune.
It's become even more important. Without them, we risk becoming an island of strangers, not a nation that walks forward together.
Nigel Farage might as well be saying dance monkey, with all this Enoch Powell speak. What Labour need to do is work on closing the hotel use, because this is visible. Take away the ability for Reform to point at stuff and improve people's lives, and you'll see that we're an island with falling birth rates and an ageing population, and we need immigration to keep the economy going. instead of making all sectors that are already struggling harder to recruit. This is just absolutely shameful. Labour should really not be helping reform, because at the moment the media are giving them a complete free ride and pretty much daily interviews. And yet every time they do speak, they say absolutely nothing. Like in the video you can see on screen now. So go watch that next. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. And I'll see you next time.